$28 an hour. If you live in Halifax, that's how much money you need to make to afford the basic necessities, like housing, food, clothing, transportation, and healthcare. That's according to the latest report from the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives.
This is about recognizing that people need to be able to afford nutritional food, a decent quality house, and not be stressed out. That has a tremendous impact positively for people's health. That can save us money down the road.
Saulnier co-authored the Living Wage Report, which says the rise in minimum wages over the years hasn't kept up with cost of living increases. It also notes out of everywhere in Atlantic Canada, the situation in this city is particularly bleak.
The Halifax rental market is completely unsustainable and really out of reach for just a huge swath of the population. But to see the increases in rental year over year in a situation where we apparently have a rent cap that should be working, it's very concerning.
Minimum wage in this province is a little more than $15 an hour. So for many Nova Scotians, $28 an hour feels completely out of reach.
Because I work with the school system, so 2 months a year I have to go on EI. And my husband has a disability and it really tightens things.
I have 2 sons who are in their 20s, and one is a teacher, and he can't afford rent on his own. He's living at home right now so he can pay off his student loan.
I think the pressure needs to be on business and government to make that push. The onus has been put on individuals for a long time to pull up their bootstraps and get to work, but people are doing that. It's the response needs to be coming from the other side.
Though the living wage has gone up, the year-over-year increases are not as high as they were in last year's report. The authors point to things like an increase to the Canada Child Benefit and the new carbon tax rebate as some of the reasons why, calling them a clear example of how small changes to government policy can make a big difference in closing the wage gap. Currie, CBC News, Halifax.